Hey everybody! So today I'm going to make a salad. I'm actually going to have lasagna tonight, and you'll see in a minute sort of how I prepare meals and what I eat. But this is going to be the raw portion of my meal, and so I'm going to make a salad with some things that I got from a garden, a friend's garden. Not sure what that is, but I will research that here in a little bit. It must be some sort of zucchini variety. Next to that's a small cucumber. Next to that, little pepper and some red cabbage. The red cabbage I got at the grocery store. Tomato I got at the grocery store. And then this humongous cucumber, also got that at a friend's garden. So I'm going to chop all that up, put that up into a salad, and then I'm going to make a salad dressing with olive oil. And then I'm going to take some lemon, squeeze that, a little bit of agave syrup, and then salt. And I might add a squeeze of raw garlic to that. And then I'm just going to put that in my bowl. So we're going to mix that up here, and you'll see a salad in just a minute. So the first thing I did was I peeled the cucumber, the big one, cut it in half, and then I took out the seeds. And I've got 2 of those here. And then I took that red cabbage and I just diced that up. So that's diced up really well. Now I'm going to go for the tomato. I'm just going to chop the tomato. I sliced this little cucumber here. This one, so I only used this much, and I just sliced that up. I think I'm going to use that for a garnish on the top, cucumber. I'm going to dice up that pepper, and I'm going to dice up this variety of zucchini too. Now for the tomato, I'm only using this much. I'm not going to use the top, and then as you notice, I scooped out the seeds there too, because I don't want my filling to be very wet. All these vegetables are high in water content as it is. I didn't want the seeds and the juice in there to add to that, because I'm going to have a dressing that's on this. So I'm going to chop away, and here we go. With this variety of zucchini, I went ahead and peeled that also, and then I cut it in half, and now I'm just going to dice that up. And then just before that, I only diced up half of that pepper. That's going to be my heat, so you can certainly add more if you'd like, or less. But anyway, this is how it's looking so far. We'll get this chopped up. Okay, so that's the juice of 1 lemon and 3 tablespoons, not tablespoons, I'm sorry, 3 teaspoons of olive oil, and that's a teaspoon, this is my teaspoon. Okay, it's just sort of a, yeah, it's like a table teaspoon. Anyway, and then a pinch of salt, any type of salt. You could put cayenne pepper in here. I'm not going to do that because we already have the pepper that we diced up. And you could also put garlic, and I think I am going to take 1 clove of garlic and mince that and put that in there. So my garlic clove was so big, I just cut it in half and minced half of it in there. So, you know, again, just to your taste. I have to say, that is pretty delicious, and it's very creamy. Yum. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this. Just going to pour that right in to this mixture. And I'm going to give that a big stir, and then we're going to garnish our little cucumber boats with some lemon thyme, and we're going to serve this with lasagna. Alright, so you're just about to join me for a little dinner. Light fare today. I'm going to have this cucumber boat. You saw me prepare that just a moment ago, and I'm going to serve it with just this little tiny slice of lasagna. I really eat small portions, but look at how much vegetables are here. I mean, this is a huge, huge cucumber. The sauce in this salad is just delicious, and it was lemon juice, olive oil, agave syrup, some sea salt, minced garlic, and that was just blended up in a bullet until it became frothy. I mixed that in with the variety of zucchini. You could use any zucchini there. That little pepper for hot and heat, some tomato, and the red cabbage for a nice little crunch. This is not going to be pretty to eat. It's going to be messy, but I don't care, right? Because it's beautiful right now. Garnish that off with a little bit of cucumbers and some lemon thyme from my herb garden. Another idea you could do, if you didn't want to have the lasagna, you could have any type of cracker with this, just some sort of fibery, nutty thing, maybe even bread. These crackers I made the other day. And here's a sheet that I haven't broken up yet. They're wafer thin. It's the almond meal. This is the byproduct of the ice cream that I make. And I added a little bit of flaxseed. Flaxseed has omega-3s, and it's a protein, so it binds things together. And that's why this this cracker stays together. But I spread it out really thin. I make the mixture pretty moist. I add salt, I add cayenne. In this case, I added green peppers. I added sliced red peppers, really thin, so that when they dehydrated, they would, you wouldn't really bite into them and notice them, but they provide some color, and boy, they are delicious. And this cracker is terrific. You just have to experiment. So anyway, there you go. Bon appetit.